Can you hear that? That's the sound of spring. I came out to grind some coffee because I thought everybody was asleep, but it sounds as if people are starting to work in the house. Well, I think I can safely say that last year was pretty terrible. I don't think anyone would disagree with me on that. But I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to dwell on last year. I'm going to dwell on this year. And spring is definitely the time for new beginnings. So throughout lockdown, I've gone down a lot of rabbit holes. Some good, some not so good. But I want to share the good ones. So, I've always wanted to be a gardener. I don't know what it is about the potential of growing your own vegetables, nourishing yourself and your family with the vegetables you've grown, and just being outside in nature is just something that I think everybody should do. Thinking about it, one thing about lockdown, not being able to spend time with your friends and your family, and it's made me get out of the house a lot more. Now I'm fortunate enough to have a decent enough garden, and this year I'm going to start. But this channel, I think I'm going to get into everything. Obviously, coffee's my main gig, but I'm going to talk about wine, because I love wine, food, maybe do some cooking, ferment loads of things, because I've sort of went down the rabbit hole of fermenting, so get the SCOBY out, start doing some booch, and just providing, growing, nourishing, providing, drinking. This is a year to be happy. Let's do some work. So it begins. This is going to be a mammoth undertaking. The idea is one day we'll grow enough food to feed ourselves. It is a mess. An exciting mess. The dude. I guess all these things are a little bit awkward when you first start out, and I think what I was trying to say in the garden is this is just one big experiment. We've just moved into this property, got a decent sized garden. Like I said, I've always felt there's a gardener inside me, and I guess there's a couple of points to make. One of them would be we're in a pretty crucial or critical situation at the moment. I do believe, without getting too heavy, that there is a climate emergency. I want to do things to reduce my impact in the world, and one of them, I guess, is to try and feed ourselves. Now, I'd like to say we could try and be self-sufficient, but I might be a little bit overly optimistic, but I'd rather be overly optimistic than not. Secondly, I think this for me as well is just to document the progression from start till we're growing things. I'm excited about food. I'm excited about good produce. I want it to be organic. Been following a few people on YouTube that are doing kind of a no-dig, soil beneficial approach to growing. I want to give that a try. Garden's not massive. I couldn't even tell you the square footage of what I've got, but I'd like to get some chickens. Definitely no digging, definitely a lot of mulching, been composting for the last 6 years in the hope of eventually getting a garden, so I've got a lot of compost. And I think, like with all good things in life, it's just a big experiment, and I want to record it. I'm looking forward to hopefully gaining a bit more experience and just learning. That's just what it's all about, isn't it? Just learning. I guess this is the point where I flick to a sunset, beautiful sunset in the country, but as with the UK, it was cloudy.